Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla.
Oh, nothing says Loveline listeners like a... Who would you say that sounds like? Fats Domino?
I think it's something that Alvin and the Chipmunks should be singing too.
All right. Well, be that as it may, Drew. That is Dr. Drew. He's a board-certified physician and addiction medicine specialist. I am Adam Carolla. I specialize in nothing. Napping and preparing for naps.
You were good at that. You were really good at that. I witnessed that today, in fact. It was awesome.
Yes, thank you, Drew. I'm glad you were there to comfort me. Let me give the phone number out, 1-800-LOVE-191. Let me translate that, 1-800-568-3191, or you can fax us at 310-854-4455. I sound like I'm in a hurry tonight, Drew, and it's because I am, because we have two guests tonight.
Yeah, right.
We have Pharcyde, which is a rap group. Just heard their CD today. I don't like rap, but I like this rap.
All right.
That sounds familiar,
However
doesn't
you
it?
say it, yeah, it does.
They got a CD coming out called Lab Cab in California, and they're going to be in a minute. And we also have Jeremy McGrath coming in at 11 o'clock. He's a 250 Supercross rider.
Wow.
You go to those all the time, Drew?
No.
Be there!
No.
Anaheim Stadium. Some go, some blow.
Not me.
No. Okay, well, we'll talk to him.
But 100,000 of his fans, I guess, show up typically.
Yeah, they go nuts. So we're going to get into that with Jeremy, and now we're going to talk to Carrie. Carrie, you're on Loveline.
Hi.
Hi, what's happening?
Nothing. I have two questions about blowjobs.
Oh, boy.
Can you get herpes?
Yes, you can. And you can give herpes that way.
Give and get?
Correct.
And can you get pregnant?
No.
No.
Wait a minute, Carrie. You now who do you got? Who teaches health at your school?
No.
Can you get pregnant from a blowjob?
No. I was reading this magazine, and then it says some girl got pregnant without having intercourse.
That's intercourse. That's not oral sex. Intercourse means genital contact.
Intercourse means screwing.
Yeah, but they didn't have sex, but she got pregnant anyway.
No. She had sex.
She had sex. Here's a good way to remember it. Inner, like inner, and course, like the penis is taking the inner course. Am I right, Drew? Is that where that comes from? Drew's not going to answer.
You're just taking the high ground here, guy. I appreciate it.
All right, Carrie?
Mm-hmm.
You okay?
Yeah, because like he's like, I'm just wondering, can you get herpes from him? I'm like, I don't know.
Yes, you can. Is somebody trying to get you to do something? Is that the deal here?
No.
You can get herpes, yes, and you can give herpes, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Cut off our first call.
You get herpes of the mouth. You don't get herpes of the genitals from contacting that. The herpes transmits wherever it contacts.
But the beauty of sex is you can get a lesion, a wart, or a herpes, or whatever from just about anything these days. Mike.
Yeah, hey, guys.
Hey.
What's up, Mike?
You do specialize in the gay test, telling if people are gay or not.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. I'm hoping one day...
Something.
Yeah, oh, I see.
What did he say?
He was rushing to my defense. I said I specialize in nothing. And Mike is saying, with his tongue in his cheek and his foot in his butt, that I specialize in the gay test. I'm hoping one day they call it the Carolla test. What's going on, Mike?
Yeah, I called like a couple of days ago about pulling my groin muscle.
Yes, and you were having blood in your urine, and your testicles were swelling up, right?
Yeah, well, I went to the doctor,
and
he said, well, that sounds a lot serious, and
yeah.
So they took me down to the ER and did some CAT scans and all that.
Good.
Found out that there was a urinary tract rip.
You see, in the bladder and the urethra. That's what it sounded like to me too. In the urethra or the bladder. Or something
well, sure, I was thinking that too, Drew, but I just didn't know. I mean, I didn't want to say anything.
I remember my response to him was, "It is not just a groin pull. There's something more going on."
And so they took me in the next day and did surgery, and now I'm feeling a lot better.
Great.
So you're saying Drew saved your life?
Well, okay, yeah, I'll give him that.
Mike, don't.
But I'm feeling great now. The only problem is I hurt like crazy when I pee now.
Yeah, that's horrible.
From the stitches and all that. Huh?
Did they do the surgery through a cystoscope? Through a scope?
I don't know.
There's no incision anywhere that you can see, right?
Yeah, there is.
Above your bladder?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a T right there.
Right.
All right, Mark. The lesson is Mike. Don't slide into first base anymore, right?
Yeah, don't get a cleat in the nuts.
Oh, you didn't tell us there was a cleat in the nuts. You said you just slid into third base or something.
Yeah.
And
well, I didn't know that until my friend said, "Yeah, I think I stepped on you." I kind of felt something.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Every man listening to this show just clutched his junk there, didn't they, Drew? I know Drew did. All right, so you're okay. You're going to live.
Hopefully.
You might be fine, but you on antibiotics right now?
Yeah.
All right, good.
And Drew, can you get addicted to Demerol, I think it is.
Yes, you can. That's the same, very close cousin of heroin.
Yeah, I mean, you can get addicted to anything that's yummy. Can't you, Drew? I mean, anything that screws you up, anything that makes you fat, anything that makes you impotent, anything that gives you cancer, anything that makes your hair fall out, you can get addicted to.
No,
what kind of cruel joke is that?
Right.
You don't hear about people getting addicted to carrots and broccoli.
Right. It has to,
they don't get addicted to vitamin C.
It has to right.
It's going to screw you up in order for you to like it. All
yes,
right. Go
all
ahead.
right.
All right, I had some coffee tonight.
Has to trigger the reward center in order to be addictive.
All right, good. You feel better now?
Yes, I do.
Mark.
Hey, guys, how's it going?
Good.
Hey, I got a little problem with my girlfriend.
Yeah.
We have sex, the sex is okay, but she stops, and I keep wanting more, and she doesn't want to have it all the time, and I want to have it all the time, and I'm kind of thinking about having an affair on her because I want it all the time, and I can't get it all the time.
Well, Mark, let me ask you this. Does she stop in the middle of it before you're done?
Oh, yeah, I'll be wanting to keep going, and she'll say, no, I don't want no more, and I'll be, over the top of her looking at her.
How long is that before that happens?
How long?
Yeah.
About 45 minutes.
Yeah, see,
that's enough for a woman.
You can hurt people sometimes if you go beyond that. If she's uncomfortable, you got to stop.
Does she want to stop because she's bored, or does she want to stop because she's hurt?
Well, I don't know. Sometimes I get rubbed raw, but, I still keep wanting to have it.
You're such a trooper, Mark.
Well, it's not like that or nothing. I don't know. I think maybe, I want it all the time. I want it every day, all the time, and I can't get it that way. Sometimes I'll go in the bathroom and take a magazine in there with me. I can't get enough of it. I don't understand.
So, Mark, you're a pretty driven guy.
Well, yeah, yeah.
And there's no one woman who's going to be enough for you, is there, Mark?
Well, I don't know. I'm hoping that I can find one out there.
Yeah, but seriously, who do you think you're going to find that's going to be able to handle your libido?
He doesn't know what that means.
An older woman?
What? Oh, well, that's true. Maybe an older woman. Yeah, go find yourself someone in their 50s.
50s?
Yeah, right. And
Mark, I don't know.
What do you think?
I just think he is so preoccupied with his physical need, he's not paying any attention to his partner, and thereby she's not being able to respond to him. I don't know. You don't really seem to care about your partner at all, do you?
Well, she's cool and all.
I didn't buy that for a second. Mark, let me tell you about women. Let me clue you in. Once their mind shuts down to you, the rest of them shuts down to you in a hurry. If they're really into what you're saying, if they're really into how you're treating them, if you're making them feel right emotionally, then they get sexed up, right, Drew?
Typically,
that's how it works.
Or at least they'll be feeling like trying to
they want to make you happy.
Right, try to help you in some way.
Right. So you cannot be an a-hole during the day and expect to get good love in the evening. And that's what sounds like that sounds like what you're doing, Mark.
Well, what do I do about her stopping, while we're doing it?
Mark, Earth to Mark. You must listen. You must be good to her during the day. You must
and during the act too.
During the act, right? You must stimulate her mind a little bit. You know what I mean? Do something.
He's not talking about. You're not talking about doing crossword puzzles with her. You're talking about stimulating her emotions.
Yeah, her emotions,
nurturing her, and connecting with her in some way, and not just focusing on your own physical need. Okay. Try it.
And Doc, I got another question.
Real quick, Mark.
Oh, okay. Psilocybin, what kind of effects can you have? Flashbacks off that, like regular LSD? Can it kill you? Is it bad for you?
It is bad for you, very bad for you. Psilocybin is a strong hallucinogenic. It's actually dissociative, so people do these things. There's sort of superhuman strength. You hear about people lifting up trailer homes and stuff when they're on PCP. So PCP we're talking about. PCP when people use a lot of PCP, they get terribly organically impaired. It's the best way I can say it. They become dulled. They have difficulty with thought. They have difficulty with memory. Most of the PCP abusers that I have seen that even develop that syndrome usually recover after a few years. It's a lot of that stops after people stop using PCP.
Let me clarify something. Can you lift anything heavy, or does it just have to be mobile homes?
Trailer homes too.
Oh, okay. So anything made out of sheet metal on wheels, you can do it. Nate.
Yeah, dude.
What's your problem?
What's up, dude?
What's your problem, Nate?
What are you doing, dude?
Nate, what is this? One of those sex calls? What?
Hey, dude.
Hey, dude, what's your problem? What?
Hey, now listen to this, dude.
Yeah.
All right, dude. My girl, you know, she's like, all right, she's like kind of tripping out because she wants to, like, she doesn't really want to have sex, you know. She's kind of like afraid that she's going to get pregnant and everything.
Wait. Nate, yeah. do me a favor. Give me the laugh. Give me a little laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like,
Nate.
Yeah, dude.
Nate.
Yeah.
Nate, you been smoking a little pot tonight?
Why, dude?
Just
dude.
Yeah, you have. Tonight?
Yeah.
Every night. What are you talking about?
Every night. Smoke's coming out of his nose right now.
Right. Nate has alcoholism in his family. I can guarantee you that.
Nate, do you have alcoholism?
What do I do about it?
I have to prove this point to you over and over again. You still don't believe it.
I'm saying if a guy wants to smoke a little pot once in a while, it's okay.
Nate is not smoking a little pot.
Nate's going through a kilo every day. Nate.
Yeah.
Nate, you got a big...
What do I do about the problem?
Oh, hold on. Nate, I want to introduce you to two friends of mine.
All right.
We got Trey.
Yo, what's
and
up?
we got Imani.
Yo, what's up?
And they're both from the Pharcyde.
What's up, man?
What's up, man?
You got reefer madness going on, dude?
You smoke a lot of little pot?
Yeah, dude.
What?
I got a question, man.
What's the
We'll
question?
get to it, Nate. Hold on here.
Yeah, I'm getting a contact high. Nate. Nate, all right, ask your question. Maybe Trey and Imani can help
his
out.
girlfriend wants to leave him, and he wants to have sex with her, but she's afraid of pregnancy and making excuses as to why they shouldn't have physical contact. Right?
Yeah, something like that, dude. It's more like this, dude.
Okay.
All right, dude.
It's like, dude, she doesn't like. She's afraid that she's gonna get pregnant.
Okay,
You know,
if you're using contraception, she's really unlikely to get pregnant, okay?
All right, but let's get to the real question. What is the weirdest thing you've ever made a bong out of, Nate?
All right, dude.
Apple?
No, dude. Honey
Beer?
jar, dude.
Well, he made a bong out of the honey bear. Isn't that cute?
Isn't that quaint?
And then he used a bunch of foul language.
God bless him. See, everyone should smoke pot. How you guys doing?
All right.
Potless.
Yeah, you guys smoke any pot?
I smoke mad reefer.
Mad reefer, what is that?
Massive amounts of reefer.
Oh, it is. All right, it's an acronym. I'm sorry. Now, you guys, tell me about your group. Tell me what's going on with it.
With the Pharcyde.
Yeah, we know that. I just said that when you came in.
Nah, we're about to do this reefer tour. That's about it.
You seriously got a reefer tour?
With the kings of stress. Endo.
Right.
Chronic.
Cypress Hill and
Cypress Hill.
311. And it's going to be at the Universal Amphitheater.
And that's March 3rd?
March 3rd.
So are you guys currently touring with Cypress Hill?
No, we're tomorrow, actually Saturday, we'll be on the road to be currently touring with Cypress Hill.
We just been in the works, just doing new videos and dropping new songs and just working in the studio trying to progress, but...
Yeah. We just got finished doing this video with Spike Jones.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Had the Beastie Boys in it, doing everything.
Was that drop?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I just saw that. Now, this has been playing on MTV quite a bit, and about halfway into it, you realize, actually, if you're stoned, this would be a good video to watch, because about halfway into it, you realize that the whole thing was filmed in reverse, right?
Exactly.
So it's like you're walking down the street, and all of a sudden you just jump up and jump on top of like a fire engine or a camper or something, right?
You're giving away all the punchlines.
It's good. Now, I noticed, I got to say one thing about this video is one point, someone drops their pants. Now, I don't know if it's one of you guys. Well, one guy drops his pants, and it must have been a hot day. That's all I'm saying, because there's like a big sweat patch back there.
That's Booty Brown.
A little Booty Brown going on there.
That's Booty Brown with the wet stain.
Yeah, I'm not making fun of Booty, because I've been known to do that myself. Do you guys notice that?
Yeah.
Because you can maybe should have got that out in the editing. I don't know.
Nah, that's sexy.
We couldn't iron it dry.
That's sexy.
But you guys did, Drew. You got to see this video. It's surreal. It's like in the old what was that? The $6 Million Man.
Yeah.
Remember, he'd jump up onto a burning building or something like that. Except for the smoke would be sucking in the window, so you knew they ran it in reverse. But you guys did a real good job with it, and it didn't show up. Are you guys going to help us with some calls?
Yeah.
All right.
Experts.
We're coming.
Oh, you're expert. Good, because we don't know what we're doing. Tally.
Yes. Hi.
What's going on?
I have a problem. I am 5 months pregnant, and my boyfriend just left me, and he told me that he doesn't love me anymore, but I'm still in love with him, and I want to get back together with him. I don't know what I should say.
How old is he?
He is 22.
How old are you?
She's 20.
20.
That's a tough one, isn't it?
Nah,
Yeah, it is.
it's not tough.
It isn't?
My grandmother once told me something, and it goes like this. If you have something, you know what I'm saying, it's yours. But there comes a time when you're going to have to let it go. And if it comes back to you, it was meant to be. If not, you know what I'm saying, you should just move on. But you should just be trying to make sure everything is stable for you and your baby right now. That's the most important.
Well, wait a minute. The only way to make that stable is create a family, and she
No,
needs a
no,
boyfriend back.
No. That's
not true.
living
That's
in a
not true.
surreal fantasy, because if he's not there now, most likely he won't be there later. So you have to make sure that you plan for the future.
Well, he already has a kid, and he wasn't there for that one, but he told me that he was going to be here for this one.
All right, this guy's a lying sack
he's a
of
loser.
crap.
He's a loser, basically.
So what you guys are saying is better to have no man than a bad man.
No, it's better to build on yourself so you're mentally strong, so you don't have to deal with any dependence.
But he's like playing mind games with me. Last night he was over and he was calling me honey, and he was
Get rid of
kissing
him.
me and stuff like
Get
that.
rid of him.
Yeah, I mean, this guy has his seed in you, and it's blossoming, and he's screwing around.
But
he fertilized the seed inside her that was inside her already.
You understand that he
Turned
has
into a farm report somehow here.
He has a financial responsibility to help you with this child, though, right? You understand that? Okay, and so you can enforce that. Whether or not, the real question is whether or not she would want to maintain a relationship with him, and whether or not she would be able to realistically create a family with this guy. And it sounds like what your guys read on it is he's a, as Adam would say, an a-hole. And you're better off without him.
What's an
Seen this
a-hole?
type before.
Well, the A stands for ass, and then the hole would stand for
golfing.
Hole. Just hole. Brandon,
Yeah, hey.
you're on Loveline. You're talking to the guys from Pharcyde.
What's up, man?
What's up, Pharcyde?
Just chilling.
All right, man. So I was sitting in class the other day, right?
Sitting in class.
And I'm just paying attention. I'm a student at the University of Minnesota.
Okay.
And I'm just paying attention to my class and everything. And I just get this huge boner.
Right.
You know?
Well,
I'm not thinking about sex. It's the furthest thing from my mind. I'm not looking at any girls or anything.
You just got a boner out of nowhere.
You been locked up or something?
What's that?
You been locked up or something?
No, dude.
Brandon, let's be honest. It wasn't huge.
It was.
It was sort of medium.
All right.
Medium small, right?
Yeah, fair size.
But it was a boner.
A boner.
It was a
boner.
It came from the subconscious. It was
Maybe.
a subconscious boner.
Because in psychology, they say that you think about sex like about 600 times a day or something like a whole lot, like subconsciously.
Yeah, I know. When I was a Catholic Big Brother, and I went in to be a program, adopted a kid, and when I sat down for my interview, I'm serious. I know it sounds dangerous, but it's true. They said to me, "How many times a day do you think about sex?" And I was like,
Seriously? They asked you this?
Yeah, they asked me flat out, and my mind was going, a billion. And I didn't know what to say, so I went, 3? Because I figure I masturbate like 3 times a day, and I usually think about sex when I'm doing that.
Dr. Drew, does something cause that, or what, or does it just happen?
Well, some of it is, as these guys have mentioned, some kind of subliminal thinking. Some of it is just whatever physiological, endocrinologic kind of variations you go through during the day. Some of it is just
a broken hydraulic system.
No, some of it's sitting. Some of it is just the fact that the sort of the vascular aspects of what goes on when you're sitting. You can't, blood doesn't flow out of that area as easily and whatnot. And so there's multiple reasons why it could be going on.
All right.
Yeah, you get a
but
head
it's normal.
rush.
It's normal.
All right, Brandon, don't wear sweats to class. We're going to be back with Trey and Imani from Pharcyde after this. Loveline. We got the guys from Pharcyde here.
Hola.
Trey and Imani.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let me get the phone number out real quick. 1-800-LOVE-191. And the fax number, 310-854-44 55. You guys going to be at the Universal Amphitheater at the beginning of March with Cypress Hill and 311 on the Reefer Tour?
Yes,
Indeed. Pharcyde on talk radio. That's crazy.
This is new.
I don't know
Dope,
if
though.
I guess technically this is talk radio, but I don't know if you can really call it that. Catherine.
Hi.
What's happening? You're on Loveline.
Yeah, my question is for Dr. Drew.
Yes, ma'am.
Dr. Drew, a friend of ours has come down with meningitis.
Wow.
And I understand that it's an inflammation of the membranes in either the spinal cord or the brain.
Right, the lining of the central nervous system, the meninges. That's why it's called meningitis.
How does how does that happen, and what comes?
It comes from multiple different ways. It depends what kind of meningitis they have. There's bacterial cause for meningitis that can be something you catch in your environment. It's called meningococcemia, which is very devastating. It's transmitted through like army barracks and places where people are living in close proximity. There are viral forms of meningitis that we've seen out here in Southern California with this terrible flu outbreak. People have progressed from these influenzas all the way on to meningitis, and then the other way you get is from
Imani, your friend's dying over here. Come on.
The other way is from an extension, say from an ear infection or something like that, where it actually gets to the meninges and you get meningitis.
I understand he got it from a flu. He had a really bad.
This is very terribly rare and very unusual. And it's really been something unique to this epidemic we've been going through the last couple months.
And what happens if it gets really bad?
There have been again, I'm familiar with this environment since this is where I practice, but there have been 4 deaths locally here in Southern California. Los Angeles.
Okay, I have one more question.
Real quick.
Is there...
These guys, the Pharcyde guys, are going to go right to sleep. Come on,
is there a predisposition of any kind for nicotine addiction?
That's a good question.
Yeah, the American Society of Addiction Medicine is addressing that as a major issue. I don't think you have to see an addictionologist. I would think any family practitioner or internist would be able to help you with that.
But if your predisposition is just for addiction in general, don't you think you'd be more addicted, more inclined to smoke?
I don't think that's true because the nicotine addiction occurs in areas of the brain different than the addictive disease in general. It's more generally distributed throughout the brain.
That's in the Marlboro section?
The Marlboro section, exactly. Behind the counter.
Eric, you're on Loveline.
Adam Drew, what's up, fellas? From
Good.
Pharcyde?
Yeah, what's up?
Really quickly, Dr. Drew.
Eric.
When the guy called in about the psilocybin.
Yeah.
Psilocybin mushrooms and penicycline.
I beg your pardon. I absolutely right. Phencyclidine is the PCP. I absolutely stand corrected.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I was going to bust his chops in a minute, Eric.
No, he's absolutely right. I mean, we've been going through sort of a jet lag thing here, and I've no excuse. But mushroom, and I would speak totally different about psilocybin. Psilocybin is a weak hallucinogenic. And thank you for correcting me, by the way.
No
and
problem.
If I ever say anything wrong, our listeners should not hesitate to call me and correct me. I'm happy to be corrected.
Like our listeners know that.
No, they do. Our listeners are a huge resource.
Yeah.
I've asked for things, questions. They get answered by our listeners every time.
All right, quickly.
But let me tell you, it's a weak hallucinogenic, and I've never seen any long-term consequences, mostly because people tend not to use a lot of it over long periods of time because it makes you sick. It's a hard thing to use a lot of or to use regularly.
I disagree.
How much? By a lot, I mean like daily use. Like
it's not weak. It's very potent. Used properly.
When we talking about mushrooms,
it's psilocybin relative to say LSD, which is a strong hallucinogenic.
You're right.
Psilocybin is a weak hallucinogenic. It's stronger than marijuana, but it's weaker than LSD. And you said something about the Indians?
No, I said the Native American Indians. That's what I think of when I think of mushrooms. My question really quickly was...
I think of peyote.
Yeah,
I think of peyote.
I think of gambling. I think of alcoholism.
And complaining about the Braves and the Indians, too, right?
All right, let's not get into that.
Okay, the question I wanted to ask was, during football season, my girlfriend and I had a bet. My team lost, and I would have gotten to have had anal intercourse with her. Now, needless to say, she came home from work with a rubber glove and some KY jelly, and I chickened out for the simple reason that my girlfriend and I feel very comfortable around each other, and we masturbate in front of each other and everything, but I'm scared that if she sees me possibly enjoying it, she's going to think that I might be a closet homosexual.
All right, wait a minute. Let's recap, because I'm confused. What team did you take?
The great Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, and she took who?
The Redskins, who upset them twice this year. I can't believe it.
Oh, I see. Okay, and the fact that the Cowboys are in the Super Bowl is not going to save you from the Riemann, huh?
No, it was just a one-game bet, and my bet, if the Cowboys won, I got to do her anally, and since she's a female and obviously doesn't have a organ, you know, her finger is what she has to resort to.
If anything, I want to be dominated.
Hey. Why didn't you just make the bet that she like busts a table over you or something? I mean,
because the Cowboys hadn't lost to the Redskins, you know.
Boo the Cowboys!
You got screwed. I don't like the Cowboys either, but I would have taken them to beat the Skins, and they lost
He deserves
twice.
to get screwed if he's down with the Cowboys.
Yeah, see, you already had a finger in your butt.
Let her go up in you.
So you're not going to let her do it? You're gonna renege on the bet?
Here's the thing: if I enjoy it, is she going to think that I'm a closet homosexual?
No, but I am.
No, she
well, hey, what a better place to admit it than on Loveline.
All right. Try not to grunt too much, and next time take the Skins. Man, where's the show going, Drew?
Take the Skins.
I'm really scared.
Hey, go for it, buddy.
Do we have to do it this way? Can we, like...
all right, pick a call. Pick a call,
Yeah,
Drew.
it's not that easy here. Look
Number
at these.
6.
Let's try this.
Oh, yeah, okay, you're asking for trouble. Steve,
Yeah.
what's going on? You're on Loveline.
Oh, I got a question for Dr. Drew.
Yeah, Steve.
My girlfriend, she bought me a new, like, cock ring. You know, like
A what?
It's like a tickler, you know?
God, what is going on here?
You picked the call, Drew.
And I was wondering, you know, it's a little tight for me, so I was wondering, is that safe to wear it then? 'Cause she really likes it, but I don't
would
really
worry that it could, like, cut the blood supply off or cause priapism or something. I mean, there's all kinds of problems, I would think, with that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
but she really likes it. She said it works real good. You know, it, like, rams that clit real nice.
Oh, Jesus.
Even I'm being repulsed, and that's a rarity. You guys had no idea that this kind of stuff was allowed on the radio, did you?
It's not.
Oh, it isn't?
No.
Oh, it isn't? Oh, I didn't know that. So she got you...
She got you extra little?
No, she got me. It's like a cock ring. It goes on your penis. And
That cock ring.
Are we allowed to say that, Mike?
Is that cock ring related to Johnny?
No, let's go.
All right. Let me give the guys from Pharcyde a quick lesson on radio. When I say, are we allowed to say, like, whatever word, don't repeat it 8 times before we get the answer, because that's why I'm asking. Well, that's okay. You guys don't know.
All right.
You guys know rap. You guys know videos.
Yeah.
You know Spike Lee.
Yeah.
You know Reefer.
Yeah.
Can we say the ring?
We know sex. We know sex.
You do. You get a lot of sex being... I mean, is that why you got into rap?
Nah.
Nah, you got to be a singer to get all the sex.
Yeah.
Well, you guys sing, right?
That's why we try to sing
We
a
can
little
have
bit.
sex then.
You guys got any sex raps
Are you
want to do?
following these
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I'm not following them, but I want to hear them rap. Can you guys do a little rap?
Yeah.
Hey, do that.
Oh, me so horny. Oh, me so horny. Oh, me so horny. Your lyrics are so corny. Like that?
That was fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you. All right.
Hey, can I say hi to somebody out there?
No.
It's not a girl, it's a guy.
All right, just as long as it's a guy.
No sex. Yo, peace, Suave Smooth.
Yeah, because
That's all.
No, that's not his real name.
Nah, it's his real name.
His real name's like
Suave
Bernie Ecclestone or something, right?
Nah, actually, it's
Echo
Dirk.
Bernstein.
It's Dirk.
Hey,
All
hey,
right.
hey,
We're gonna get back to the
Can
phone.
you get us like some relationship calls, something here?
Yeah, man.
Drew?
Something
I'm like,
sensual.
I am,
Hey,
I
can
am
we
losing
say
it.
what was that word we were trying to clear?
I think it was C-ring we wanted
C-ring?
to say. Juliet!
There's no C ring.
Juliet, you're on Love. All right, now you guys behave over there, and we're not going to play your stupid song. Ann told me to say that. She's a producer. You can yell at her when you get in there.
Hello.
Juliet,
Hello.
what's going on?
Yeah, I want to know, why does it feel so good to smoke a cigarette after sex?
You guys
I've
know?
never smoked a cigarette after sex.
I have.
Me too.
So I
I'm
wouldn't
not
know.
asking you if you have. I'm asking you why it feels so good.
Because you just had an orgasm. You're laying in the arms of a guy who just gave you an orgasm, and you're relaxing, and that's the best way to relax is with a cigarette. It would probably taste just so great to just drink something if you wanted to drink, or if you wanted to smoke some reefer, it would be the best reefer you smoked, or anything that you did after sex.
All right. So wait a minute. Let me get this straight, Imani. You're saying whatever you like to do, it's always going to be the best when it's right after sex.
Yep.
So you like to watch TV? That Gomer Pyle
You like to
episode's
go
going to
to
be the
sleep?
best one
Sleep?
you've ever seen, right?
Anything.
Right? You like to sleep's going to be the best sleep you ever had.
Wow. If you fart,
It'd be the best fart
Best fart
you ever had.
Sure.
Only thing that's not good to do after sex is kiss.
Why?
I don't know. It's not good.
Wait a minute. You don't cuddle after sex? You don't hold the girl after sex?
Watch TV. I fart and I smoke cigarettes after.
Oh, you are smooth, man. You are silky smooth.
All at the same time?
Yeah, he's announcing that on the radio. Never going to get laid again.
No.
What? What, Drew?
Just keep going.
What are we doing?
Take it easy. Take number 4.
Take
number 4.
Are we taking number 4? Let's go to number 4 and make it real fast. Lucas.
Hey, Pharcyde, how's it going?
Yo, what's up, Luke?
Yeah, my question is, my friend told me that Mountain Dew can lower a guy's sperm count, and I don't believe her, but I haven't been drinking it lately.
Lots of caffeine in it. I suppose caffeine might have
And
some
what about
effect
that
on
weird yellow dye and all that stuff?
I am not familiar that it has any significant effect on sperm
Because she
count.
said she researched it and all her friends, and they came to the conclusion that it did. But
Now, wait a minute.
Has she counted sperm lately?
Well, I don't know.
Did they go on the internet or something, or what was the research they did?
I don't know who was the guinea pig or.
No, there's no guinea pig. How would they do a sperm count? They know how to do a sperm count?
Do you hold it in your hand and look at it? How do you count sperm?
All right, guys, settle down over there. This is a family-oriented show.
I don't know. Maybe they took a urine sample or something.
No, Lucas. Look, you gotta. If somebody wants to fax us any data about this, I'll be happy to look at it. But this is nothing I'm familiar with.
Don't know anything else?
No, I do not believe that it is a significant issue. In fact, I'm confident it's not a significant issue.
I know what the phenomenon is. It lowers the sperm count because if you've seen those Mountain Dew commercials, nothing but a bunch of chicks running around on the beach in slow motion. The guy has himself. Boom. He's lowered his sperm count.
Yeah.
Am I right, guys?
Indeed.
All right, we're going to be back with a newer, cleaner version of Loveline after this.
Hi, I'm Robin Leach with those champagne wishes and caviar dreams. And you're listening to Loveline with Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla.
No, Robin is so right. I'm sure he's on
Robin Leach.
Who said that?
Oh.
That was Robert.
Robert's going into a drug-induced...
Robin, I mean.
Oh, sorry. And Monty's going in drug-induced stupor about now. Let me give the phone numbers out before he passes out. We have to drag him out of here. 1-800-LOVE-191. And faxes coming our way, 310-854-4455. We got the guys from Pharcyde here, and we got that's one of them. We got a new cut off their new album, Lab Cabin, California, and it's called Drop. Well, you boys should be very proud of yourselves.
Oh, yeah. I was the Pharcyde on Loveline.
Yo.
Take it easy. You guys are going to take my job. All right, you guys ready to go back to the phones?
Yeah.
You're going to control yourselves?
Yeah.
You're going to stay away from the word cock ring?
Cock ring.
Can we say queef?
Yeah.
Sorry
to say you can.
You know what a queef is?
Oh, yeah. Believe me, we've done whole shows
tribal.
on nothing but that. Renee.
Yeah.
You're on Loveline.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, I got this humongous problem. My husband, he comes around and, we're separated, but he comes around and he wants to have sex, and I won't give it to him. But yet he goes to my neighbors for, information about my life. I don't know what to do.
So your husband is sort of stalking you, right?
Yeah, everywhere I go, he's there.
Well, what do you mean he goes to your neighbor? He goes to your neighbor and wants to know, if there's a van parked out in the driveway for a couple of days or something like that?
Well, no, he comes around and he asks my neighbors if I have, guys over. And
is there, a
follows me to the
suspicious
bar.
milkman running around or pizza boy that comes over too much?
No, what's the deal? How long have you been separated or divorced?
We've been separated for about almost 3 months.
Is it a legal separation?
No.
So you're just not living together?
Yeah, he's not living with me.
And do you guys want to get back together?
No.
You want a divorce?
Yeah.
Why don't you finish that off?
Well, I'm trying.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm got a lawyer.
And has he served divorce papers?
No, not yet.
How come?
Well, because it's not Monday yet.
Okay, so it's going to happen right away.
Wow, she's on it. Renee,
right.
But does he want to get back with you?
Yeah, yeah.
But just to have sex, or does he want to get back and finish the marriage?
I don't know.
I don't know how you do that.
So,
What's that?
he's a kind of a psycho man.
Well, I mean, you start a marriage, you want to get back and finish a marriage.
How long have you been married?
We've been married 2 years.
Do you have any kids?
Yeah, we have 2.
2 kids?
Wow.
Is that why you married him? Because of the kids?
Yeah, that's kind of why I married him.
What are you doing with the kids?
Huh?
How are you going to handle the kids when he's gone?
Well, I take care of them myself.
Are you going to have joint custody?
He wants joint custody.
Wow. Well, look, if you want him out of your life, at least as much as is reasonable, given that you have 2 kids together, take the legal action, bring the structure down. You know, if he keeps bothering you, get restraining orders. Don't take. You do not have to put up with anything. Make it as structured as possible. Make it as clear as possible, and just make the break as much as you can. Again, given you have to share the children.
Let me ask my friends from the far side. You guys, you ever been stalked by some weird fans or anything like that?
Yeah,
indeed. You have?
Yeah.
Is that okay with you, or do you?
Well, I didn't have any kids with the stalker, so it was a little different. But
did you have to get a restraining order and police and all that?
Yeah.
What happened?
They have to stay 10 feet away from me, or they get beat down.
Yeah.
What the hell is that? The judge said you got to stay 10 feet away from Imani, or you're going to get beat down.
And Trey.
Yeah, 10 feet? There's no 10-foot restraining order.
Yeah,
now it's 11.
That's like as far from the stage to the first row.
Really?
Yeah.
Drew, they have 10-foot restraining orders?
Look at me, I have no idea.
So they just have to flash this from the crowd. They can't,
We got Johnny Cochran on our side. Some special. He made it up.
You're just trying to work in cock ring again, aren't you?
Cochran. Johnny Cochran helped us out.
Very good. It was my fault.
Cochran.
All right, settle down over there, guys.
Does everybody get the same feel that I do? We've had like 3 or 4 calls tonight with people with screwed up relationships and kids. Doesn't anybody else feel a little overwhelmed by all that? I mean, I hate that.
I don't mind someone with a screwed up relationship because, Lord knows I've had my share, but I don't have kids that I screw up who are sort of innocent victims.
Right.
I mean, if you want to screw up a relationship and your partner who's of legal age wants to screw the relationship up, that's between the two of you. But when you got a little kid running around.
Yeah. That girl who called up about the stalker.
Yeah.
Then she has the 2 kids.
Yeah.
All she has to do is go the correct legal route and just make sure you get the child payments, and you won't have to worry about him. He'll never come around.
Yeah, but still, the kids love their father, and the father's been
she
taken
doesn't-
out of
but she
I
doesn't
understand
love
that, but
her.
this
She
is
doesn't love
what a
him.
painful mess for people.
No, but it's better
Why
to
don't
break.
people have quality relationships, then get married, and then have kids,
that's
for
the
God's
fantasy.
sake?
That's
It's not
the
a fantasy. That's BS.
That's
It's
the
not
fantasy. She
that-
doesn't love him.
I understand that, but I'm not talking about.
She shouldn't be with him if she doesn't love him.
I'm not talking about her.
Forget about them.
Forget about
You're
her.
just
That's
talking about
done.
in general.
In general, people should have quality relationships,
Oh, that's
then
true.
get married, and then have kids.
Everybody should be rich too, and everybody should have a fresh car.
But see,
it doesn't always go like that.
It doesn't go like that because a person will see a sexy girl and they want to get with him, or a girl will see a handsome guy and they want to get with him. You know what I'm saying? And
on
for
our
whatever
new
reason-
album, Lab Cabin California, you can get all this talk.
All this
We
little
have
love information.
relationships, everything. Lab Cabin California, the new album from the Far Side. Go pick it up. Don't forget.
See, that's why happy white guys don't rap, because they'd be going, got a ding in my Volvo door today. Cable one out, son of a bitch.
Look what just fell out of my hair.
Oh, jeez. All right. We're going to get the DA in here. Come on, put that away. You got it. I'm not. All right, forget it. He can fit a whole bong in his hair. Oswald.
Yes.
What's going on?
Hello.
Thanks for being silent while we rambled on.
Is this that same Oswald?
Yes. I have a problem for Dr. Drew.
Yeah.
I did methamphetamine for a few years, some years ago. I quit about 2 years ago. And since that time, this may sound stupid, but when I release feces, it is very, very large and long and hurts very much when I release feces. And I want to know if that is a common problem amongst people who used to be a methamphetamine addict, to your knowledge.
No. I mean,
all right, come on, guys. Come on. You guys never taken a crap?
Nah.
No?
Man. We never take a crap.
Mine is usually runny.
You don't take crap?
You need an enema, son.
Well, it's for some reason you have some disorder of the movement of the bowel, and the motility of the bowel is impaired, and you maybe get
Right. Well,
constipation.
sometimes it.
And I'm not. It makes sense to me that you might have some of that after coming off amphetamine, but I've never routinely seen that. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
That was the guy. Was that Uhura from Star Trek, or the Suru, or what the hell is?
That was the guy from Jerky Boys.
You guys don't watch Star Trek.
That was the Egyptian
magician.
All right, we got about a minute before we're going to cut you guys loose. You want to plug some? You want to plug some stuff? No, don't. I don't care about your political agenda.
No,
plug your show.
Okay, I have to say this.
Number.
Oh, what number?
The number, the Pharcyde,
Hey,
the secret Pharcyde.
All right, now
this is what
30 seconds.
Now I got 30 seconds. I want to say, yo, Ty, you got to cheer up about that relationship thing that you're going through, because you have to build on yourself mentally, and that way you can get through anything. And that's for everybody out there. You have to build on yourself first. You know what I'm saying? People are supposed to come in as individuals to this little marriage thing or however, and once they know themselves first, I don't think anything can break them down, so you got to really build on that.
All right, Trey, since you're good enough to give that, I'm going to give you guys a plug. The new album is Lab Cabin, California. Name of the group is Pharcyde.
Indeed.
Sounds great, and you guys are going to be at the amphitheater March 3rd with
Cypress
Hill and 311. And we'll be back after this. Thank Trey and Imani from Pharcyde. I want to give a quick phone number out for those guys since they were so fun. 1-900-990-2424. That's the Pharcyde information hotline number. Let me give our number out, 1-800-LOVE-191, and our fax number, 310-854-4455. We're going to bring Jeremy McGrath in here, Mr. Superstar, Supercross Extraordinaire. We're going to take a quick phone call first, though. Kathy.
Yeah,
you're on Loveline.
Hi.
Hi.
I just had to call and say hi to Adam and Drew from the Pharcyde. Except for the poor lady that had the stalker. You guys are, seriously the funniest show I've heard on the radio, forever.
Well, tonight's your first.
Commercials are a riot. The little nodding heads.
Have you... What the hell is she talking about?
I don't know.
What are you talking about, little nodding heads?
In the commercial.
What commercial?
The one that was just on. They talked about stop nodding your head. You look like the little doll in the back of the car.
You must have been a break.
Oh, yeah. That was great. Ann says two things the whole show. Ann just goes into my ear. She goes, just say, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You guys don't have to listen to them. We do.
All right. So, Kathy, you love the show.
Yes.
Obviously, a woman of extraordinary taste and IQ. You a smart gal?
Yeah.
You hooked on any drugs?
Not too many.
They always got to ruin it. They always have to ruin a compliment with the truth. Don't you hate that, Drew?
I know it. Well, yeah, but wouldn't it be easier to be a little dumber?
Yeah, ignorance is bliss, Kathy. There's no doubt about that. I mean, don't you think, Drew? You're a smart guy. Aren't you miserable most of the time?
Most of the time.
Because you're too smart. You know about you have the weight of the world on your shoulders, don't you?
Some of the time.
The weight of the world is ruining your cardigan. Am I right?
Right. You're always right, Adam.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And you think those guys from the Pharcyde aren't the happiest two MOs you've seen in a long time?
They were pretty happy.
They were pretty happy. All right, we're going to bring Jeremy McGrath in. He's a 250 motocross racer. Now, I've done a little motocross racing in my day. I may challenge him to some kind of grudge match.
Seriously?
Yeah, I had an Elsinore 250. Honda, the old Red Racer, 79. Oh, yeah.
We rode it on the street, though.
No, I was cutting through the desert like a warm knife through butter, baby. I wound that thing up to 20 miles an hour once.
Okay.
And that was off the road.
That sounds more like it.
All right, Jeremy, have a seat here. This guy just kicks everyone's ass in the Supercross.
You know what? Before we talk to him, though,
we're gonna go out for 10 seconds, and we'll be right back. All right, Jeremy, you there? You got headphones on?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
You okay?
Yeah.
All right. So we got Jeremy McGrath here. You're racing 250 class. Now, what is it? There's 125cc class. There's 250. Is there 500?
Well, they used to have a 500 National Series, but now they only have the 250 class and the 125 class.
Right. Now, because is the 500s a little big for the stadium stuff, for the indoor stuff?
Well, yeah. They had a 500 Supercross Series back, I think, 1974 or something around there, but now they only have 250 class and 125 class. I think they think that the 500s are a little bit too big, yeah.
And there was an article, actually, I was reading in the Times on Tuesday. I guess you saw it, the back of the sports page, took a whole page on you. Basically, this article said you're ruining the sport because you're winning every race easily and it's not any fun anymore.
Well, it seems lately that I have been, but it's fun for me.
And that's why everyone hates you. And you do those big cross-ups every time you go over the last jump and kind of rub it in everyone's face, don't you?
Well, that's what we're there for, is to put on a show. I mean, I guess everyone would get mad, but like I said, it's good for me.
All right, just let me get the lingo down real quick, because when I used to ride BMX. Sure, I was okay.
Okay.
And I used to ride a little motocross once in a while, just a little weekend stuff, but I was okay. And we'd have like the pancake, the cross up, the flying W.
Oh, you got the lingo down.
What are the
sure.
other ones?
Well, now there's a knack-knack.
Oh, a knack-knack.
A can-can.
So that's what you do with the pit girls?
No, that's, well, I don't know.
What's a can-can?
Okay, a can-can's when you go over the jump and you put one leg up and over the gas tank and forward, both legs on the same side.
Oh, you are nuts, man. Drew, have you seen this?
No.
I swear to you, these guys, they get about 20 feet of air.
Higher, a little bit higher, I'd say.
25 feet of air. I was on a roll, Jeremy.
Okay.
Don't jump in. I say 20 feet of air.
All
I
right.
go, yeah.
Okay.
They get like 100 feet of air.
Perfect.
All right? Perfect. Hey. I swear to no, really, 30 feet of air these guys get, and that's not good enough. I mean, like, if you're on a motorcycle, you're 30 feet,
they have to do a
they got to
headstand
take both hands off the bar.
Jesus.
At 30 feet in the air. Or they got to pull their foot off and pull like a can where they kick the other guy next to them in the can with their boot. That's what they ought to do it. All right, before we let you go, we're going to make some kind of maneuver where, like, you get in the air and you do, like, a quick nap and masturbate real fast. We'll call it, like, the Atom Can or something. Because I want a maneuver named after me.
All right, we'll think up something here during the show, and I'll try and do it Saturday night for you.
Saturday night, you're going to be in Anaheim?
Yep, I'm going to be at Anaheim.
Oh, okay. All right. Greatest commercials on radio. You better be there. If you're not there, you better be dead or in jail. And if you're in jail, break out. Saturday, Saturday, Saturday. Am I right?
That's about how those guys are.
All right, let's go to the phones. You're going to help us out with these calls, right?
Okay.
All right, but let's not forget this. I want a maneuver named after me. I want you to do the maneuver on the last jump when you're winning, and then when you get interviewed at the end, I want you to say, yeah, I pulled a
Carolla.
Ad can, we'll call it, or something like the Carolla maneuver. Yeah, I pulled a number 2. Evan.
Yes.
Evan, what's going on?
What's happening?
Well, I have a question for Dr. Drew.
Yeah, Evan, what's up?
Okay, I'm a manic depressant.
You're manic depressant.
I just started lithium.
Right.
Okay, but see, I you could say I'm quite a horny 15-year-old.
Uh-huh.
I'd masturbate about 3 times a day.
Yeah.
And it was good. I'd, orgasm and all that. And then about 3 weeks ago, I started. They put me on Paxil.
Right.
And I'm so used to masturbating that, like, oh well, if I'm masturbate, go in my room, whatever. It's not like I get horny, and I can get hard. It's not that.
And what's the question, Evan?
Nothing. I'm not shooting blanks, but I don't orgasm. And I was wondering.
It's from the Paxil.
It's from the Paxil?
A very common side effect.
It is?
Yep.
So how do I do that? Because I enjoy my orgasms.
You got to talk to the doctors prescribing the Paxil. There may be other similar medications in a similar category that might be more as effective and less likely to cause that side effect.
All right, let me ask Jeremy a quick question. You're doing all these high-flying stunts. You ever land on the tank? I mean, you ever pulling like a can and come down kind of weird on the nuts or something?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's happened a lot of times.
Do you wear a cup?
No, we don't wear a cup.
Why not? I mean, if you wear a helmet, you wear shoulder pads, you got elbow pads, you got the hard knee inserts in the leathers.
Yeah.
See, I know what I'm talking about here, Drew.
I know that.
He's wearing the leathers, which are kind of like golfing knickers, except for they got like a lightning bolt on the side.
Some more style to them for sure.
Right, and does your say something on your butt?
Yeah, it says Honda and
no fat chicks or something.
Yeah, exactly. How'd you know?
Because I seen your race. All right, I would work the cup into this too, by the way. Anyway. All right. Frederico.
Yes.
What's happening?
I got like this problem.
Yeah.
Well, I got 2 problems, one that goes into the other.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
All right. I masturbate so much, it's pitiful.
Right.
Okay. Well, I had to go to the doctor the other day. Well, actually yesterday. Because I had like this flaky type plastic stuff on my wiener. And I mean, it was coming off, like ripping off in bunches.
Right.
And the doctor just told me it was cream burn.
What burn?
Cream burn.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what have you been using there?
Yeah, what?
Frederico.
Jeremy obviously has a little insight to this. A lot of traveling, being away from the girlfriend and all that stuff. I know how it is. I know about life on the motocross circuit, Jeremy. Let me tell you. What kind of cream?
Vaseline sunblock lotion with SPF number 8.
What are you doing it out on the deck?
Catching a tan?
Yeah, why not?
Is this your dad's stuff or your mom's stuff?
I think it's my sister's.
Because let me just put this out to a lot of people out there. And I know this is going to sound like a joke, but I'm dead serious. We got a lot of like 14, 15, 16-year-olds. They masturbate a lot. And they go through a ton of lotion. Now, I know Drew's spitting up over here, but I'm serious. I really am being serious. They do. And they don't go out and buy this stuff. So their mom comes home with like a 50-gallon drum of Vaseline intensive care, and 3 days later the stuff's gone. And the kid's sitting there. First off, the kid smells like lilacs or whatever the stuff smells like, right?
Yeah.
He's got this crap-eating grin on him, and he's going, I don't know what you're talking about, Mom. And the moms are totally hip to this. They know there's no way you're going to... Never has a 15-year-old been so concerned about skin care.
And waiting for the lotion to come home.
He's got hands. He's got a penis like one of the Gabor sisters. This thing's so smooth. I have no idea what that meant. Is that what's going on with you? Is someone getting... They're on to you. Frederico, they know.
No.
They know. You better go to the store. You better start saving your money and go to the store and buy your own stuff.
Well, you know what the doctor told my mom?
Oh, this is going to be good, yeah?
He said to duct tape my hands together.
Oh, come on.
You can't be serious.
Yeah, he knew exactly what it was from.
Oh, gee.
Wow. And what'd your mom say? She's like, Frederico, we're stopping by the hardware store on the way home. You wait in the car. Could you imagine?
Oh, my goodness.
Your doctor's never told your parents to have yourself duct taped like that, is it?
Oh, no.
All right, let's talk about this motocross for just 1 minute. You tell me if I'm wrong. I want to talk about your life. You go from city to city, right? They have these in all the major stadiums.
Yeah,
Detroit.
we have 15 Supercrosses, yeah.
Right, where are they? Give me some of the bigger cities.
We just were in Minneapolis, minus 40 last week. We go to Florida a couple times, Texas, Daytona. Where else? I mean,
they do them
Anaheim,
in these.
San Diego.
They do them in the football arenas.
Yeah,
right. They truck in a ton of dirt.
Yeah,
this seems like a. Are you with me, Drew?
I'm
You know what goes on? They
I don't know
truck
what
in a whole
goes on,
bunch
but I'm
of
following.
dirt and they build a race course.
Yeah, it's a handmade course.
Right, and then you guys get, what, a couple days to run through it?
Yeah, it takes them 3 days to build it. And
I'll tell you, when I was on the circuit, I would get up at like 4 in the morning and I'd run the track in my boots.
Really?
You know what I mean? Just to get a feel for every berm, every whoop-de-doo, every double jump. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, but I don't do that.
Yeah, I know, and you win every race. So what's that tell you? So you go, you do these races, you win, you get a ton of money, you got sponsors, right? Honda's your sponsor.
Yeah, Honda's my sponsor. We fly in. What we do is we usually fly out Thursdays, and we go in, practice Friday, race Saturday, come home Sunday.
Right, and does the trailer like follow? You got like an 18-wheeler or something that follows you along there with the bikes and the spare parts and the chicks and the beer and all that stuff?
Yeah, we have a box van full of girls follow us around. No, I'm just kidding. I have a mechanic. He drives all around the country, and sometimes I feel sorry for him because he's got to drive to all the races when I fly home.
Right, you're flying first class and living the life of Riley. Joe.
Yeah.
What's going on? You're on Loveline.
Oh, man, you're not going to believe this one.
I bet we will.
All right, check it out. I was seeing this girl for about 2.5 years, and we were all in love and whatnot, and I'll admit it on the air. I was whipped, and we ended up breaking up. For what reason? I have no idea. It turns out we continued to see each other off and on, and we continued a sexual relationship. And she was seeing somebody, and we continued to see each other. Well, she ended up telling me she wanted to get back together. And when we were first trying to start to work things out, she told me she got married. And so we still continued to see each other. And, well, we continued just the sexual part, and now she's pregnant.
From you or from her husband?
She has no idea.
Thank you for that organ.
What was that?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
you don't know who got her pregnant, and she doesn't either.
She don't know.
What do you think?
Well, I don't know. When I found out she was pregnant, we talked about it, and she said that she wanted to leave her husband. And, me still being in love with her, I was like, well, if you want to leave him, if you want to work things out.
Wait a minute. What if she leaves her husband and it's her husband's child that's in her?
Well, that's what I'm getting to. We had talked about that, and she was just going to leave her husband. He didn't know she was pregnant yet. Okay? and she was going to leave him, and we were just going to go on like it was my kid.
All right.
Wouldn't you want to have some tests done first?
Well, that's now, we weren't going to do that at all. We were just going to go on like it was my kid. But then she got really sick. She was, vomiting, morning sickness, and all that for like a week. But it was like not just the morning. It was 24 hours a day.
Right.
She ended up in the hospital, and she wouldn't talk to me while she was in the hospital. I would call her, and she wouldn't talk to me. So I got a little drunk, and I went down there.
Oh, that's a good idea. Get loaded and walk into that OR. Fantastic, Joe.
So I get up there, and there's a sign on her door that says no visitors, and I just walk in anyways, and I see her lying in bed and her husband sitting there, and I start talking to her, and she starts telling me get out, get out, get out. And so I start asking her, well, I thought you said we were going to work things out and that you were going to leave him and this and that. Started into a big old thing, and basically they threw me out. They wanted to call security on me, and I haven't talked to her since then.
All right, how long ago was that?
That was New Year's weekend.
I would keep it that way. It sounds like she is terribly confused, and she may well be sort of playing one of you against the other.
But doesn't Joe need to know whether that's his kid or not?
Well, maybe he just needs to leave that marriage alone and let them assume. The husband has no knowledge that it's even potentially not his. Let them assume it's their child.
No, she told him, I'll bet.
He's known the whole time that we had the sexual relationship going. He's known, because I personally told him.
Just now? On New Year's? On New Year's?
No, throughout the whole time that we were having the sexual relationship.
So you and he knew each other?
He's a coworker of hers, and we had met once before.
And you told him that you're carrying on this way?
Joe, yeah.
Joe, let me...
How do you know she didn't deny it?
Well, if she did or not, her whole...
He would believe Joe.
He would believe her.
Joe, let me explain the concept of an affair. The idea is you're supposed to sneak over when the husband's gone and have sex, and then run home and not tell anybody. You're not supposed to tell the husband you're having sex.
I didn't care.
Well,
I wanted him to know.
Well, but what about her?
Apparently she didn't care either. She was.
This is one big screwed up mess.
Right, and he didn't even want it to be an affair. He wanted them to get back together.
Yeah, exactly.
I think you got to leave it alone. Just let it be. Let her be with her husband. Let her fall to whatever level she falls to, and get out of it and try to get the more.
What's the husband look like? Do you guys look alike?
No, hell no.
Well, yeah, I know, but seriously, do you look? I mean, what is hair color the same?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're about same height.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Well, I mean,
you guys sound like you're separated at birth. All I'm saying is if she has the kid, are you, is it gonna,
This is the thing, okay? If she has the kid and it turns out to be mine, I'll take my responsibility because it's my kid. But I don't want to get back with her no more.
You don't?
No.
All right. Then forget it. I would just assume, I don't know if Drew or Jeremy, you guys correct me if I'm wrong. I would just assume the kid is his. Even if it's yours, it's going to look like his. And you got to just move on and let her and that whole screwy trio have their own space.
Yeah.
I mean, I would not get involved with that.
I'd say let him deal with it.
She's nuts. He's nuts. You're nuts. The kid's probably going to be nuts.
You're free and clear right now. Just
let
it be.
Actually, because her family knows about it.
No, just stay away. Just get away. Let them fall to whatever level they're going to fall to. She is completely confused, and maybe she can heal that relationship and get some stability in her life, but you don't need to be destabilizing. You don't need to be a part of the chaos. It's not going to work out.
Wow, that was like, that was like a week of One Life to Live.
Right.
Or
a bad daytime drama.
All of my children or something. Brad.
Yes.
You're on Loveline.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Good. Good.
Good. I've got a relationship problem and question for you guys.
Yeah.
I've recently been seeing a woman over the last couple of months, and we've been getting closer and closer. And we're both in Alcoholics Anonymous, and she has about 6 more years than I do. I have about 1 year. And I don't know if I've got a problem, or I think she has a problem with intimacy, and I don't know if it has to do with if this is normal in recovery or not.
What's she doing?
I've been treating her really well, and with a lot of respect, and been doing everything right, and she's been responding, really nicely, and we've been getting closer. But sometimes she just keeps backing off. She says that this is too good to be true, and she has to process all this stuff. And
she's been burnt.
Yeah, well, it's in some way. Whether she's afraid of intimacy is what it is.
Because she's been burnt.
Yeah, but it may not be just a matter of being burnt. It may have been something far more serious longer ago than just that. She may just have no capacity for intimacy.
Oh, you're saying she could have been molested or
whatever,
something like that?
Something not so good in childhood.
Yeah.
And when it say it's too good to be true, it's I can't accept this. It's too painful, etc. Does she see a therapist?
No, she's not. She says she's worked, a lot of this stuff out in therapy.
And where does she think it's from?
She just says it. Well, we really haven't talked about that too much. I've tried talking to her about it. She said she has a really hard time
Why?
Getting close to people.
Why?
I'm sorry?
Why?
She hasn't answered that yet.
Find out why. Find out why. See if you can reassure her. Either she's doesn't really want to take that risk at this time, or it's just too painful for her. And this may be the first time in recovery that she's been able to approach it, and it's going to be tough. It's going to be, and hopefully you'll be able to hold her hand.
So Drew's saying either she got molested by some weird uncle, or she just doesn't like this guy, and she's kind of trying to be nice about it.
Or whatever, not ready to go and commit herself to intimacy at this time.
Jeremy? We got Jeremy McGrath here, Supercross Lord. Are you got a girlfriend?
Yeah.
You do?
Yep.
How long have you had her?
I'd say probably about 5 months.
Now, did you meet her because you're a motocross superstar?
Well, yeah, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, that's the beauty of guys. It's like we got guys in here from rock bands all the time. I'm like, you don't care that your woman's with you just because you're rich and you're a superstar, do you? And they go, no, that's fine. I got no problem with that. So she can just use you, and it doesn't really matter, right?
Well, yeah.
I'd be a good attorney, wouldn't I, Drew?
God forbid.
She could sodomize you with a table leg, and you'd be fine with that, wouldn't you?
No,
all right,
actually.
I was just making sure you were listening.
We get along good.
All right, wait. We're going to talk to Jeremy for just one more minute here before we go to a commercial. Don't worry, you're not going anywhere. But your dad, you had an unfair advantage, didn't you? Because your dad had, I was reading in this Times article, has a farm, and he built you a dirt track.
Yeah, we've had land since I was a kid, and I guess a lot of guys that race didn't have that advantage, and I've have my own track for.
Can you believe that? My dad wouldn't even get me a frickin' big wheel, and your dad's out building you a motocross track in your backyard.
Well, before there was ever a track, it was just a field, and we had no idea that I was going to race or anything.
So he took like a bulldozer and made the berms and made the jumps and did the whole 9 yards?
Well, it escalated over the years. It was small at first, and then now it's just like a track in the stadium, yeah.
Well, your dad must really love you.
Of course, my family loves me.
I love you too, man. We'll be back with more love after this.
Hi, this is Andy Bell. And that was Mr. Vincent Clark from Eurasia. You're listening to Loveline.
Jeremy, a lot of guys on the circuit into Eurasia?
Erasure?
All right, that answers the question. Let me give the numbers out. The phone, 1-800-LOVE 191 1-800-568-3191. I'm doing it like the guys who do the commercial. Or you can fax it. 310-854-4455. That's what they sound like.
Exactly.
And are these only the a-holes in L.A. who sound this way, or everywhere you go?
They play the same commercial every weekend, so you can imagine how tired I am of it.
So, like, when you go to Detroit, it's like, this week at the Silverdome.
Same exact commercial.
High-flying air. And what else goes on?
All the factory stars.
All the factory stars will be there.
Yeah, exactly.
Plus the English leather girl. This guy goes home and goes, I had a good day at work. Yeah. What's for dinner?
Exactly. He's probably mono.
No, what else goes on at these things? You got the 125 class. You got the 250 class. You got the quads.
No. At our supercrosses, they have 125 heat races and final, and then they have 250 heat races and final.
You guys just gave me a lesson in bike technology during the commercial break.
Yeah, we were talking about how things have changed. You know, I was telling back in the days when I was on the circuit, you know, I was wearing a leather helmet. That's another story. But back when I was winning races in the mid-'70s, you know, back when I was winning, we had everything was made out of steel and iron, right? I mean, they had dual shocks in the back.
The bikes weren't so technical.
There was about 3 inches of travel, meaning the space between the top of the back tire, the knobby we called it back then,
and the
rear fender was about 2.5 inches. The tanks were made out of metal, not plastic.
Yeah.
And these bikes you got now, everything's out of alloy.
Plastic, alloy, titanium.
Probably 200 pounds lighter than the bikes we're riding.
Probably, actually.
Yeah, so it wasn't so easy
the bikes
for us.
now are really light. I mean, you can pretty much buy one, like you were saying, and break and go out and ride it.
Right off the showroom. And let me tell you, we rode for the love of the sport, man. We didn't do it for the women. There wasn't the money in it. We did, you know, we used to ride the bike to the race.
That's what I started too.
I did a race in Detroit. I rode an Elsinore 250 all the way to Detroit with no lights on. All right, I think everyone believes that. We're going to go back to the phones. We're here with Jeremy McGrath, superstar, supercross stud, and let's talk to Danny. Danny.
Yeah, I'm here.
Good.
Let's talk Supercross with Showtime. What's up, Jeremy?
How's it going, man? What's happening?
Listen now, I got a charter bus, 46 people head to Anaheim this Saturday night to watch you smoke them, all right?
Right on.
Be there. I'll be there. I've seen you in the pits at Washougal, a couple other places. I've talked to you. I just want to let people know that some of the articles in Cycle News recently kind of dinging you a little bit on your success and where you buy your house and riding a motorcycle and your new house by the lake and stuff, knocking you about that kind of stuff. People don't realize you've got just as much class as anybody else in this sport, and I think they should just back off a little bit. And do you ever think about, how people perceive you and stuff, in between races and stuff, or does it bother you? I mean, I know you can't worry about what everybody thinks about you, but, with somebody with the success that you have, I think some people are kind of hard on it. It's probably those Kawasaki, Yamaha, and Suzuki fans. So how do you feel about that?
Well, I think some people probably have their own opinion, and yeah, I've been kind of getting dogged on a little bit in the Cycle News. But actually, I mean, for someone that wins so much and kind of makes it a little bit boring, I guess. Sometimes I can't blame them.
But it's not. It's this isn't a sport. This is not cricket. This isn't chess or something like that. This is like a hot dog, everyone full of themselves kind of sport. I mean, it's a loud, obnoxious, in-your-face kind of sport.
Well, there's certain guys, I guess, that have that image, and I try not to have that image. I mean, I'm just like everyone else.
Well, what about when you're up there winning the race, doing the can or the Ann Flanders or whatever the hell you're doing, the Flying W's or the Nard Stompers or whatever it is you're pulling off? Well, you're hot dogging it.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's where I got my nickname, Showtime, and I try to do a good show for the fans. I mean, they want to see a guy that comes and wins a race, but they also want to see a show because that's what they're there for.
Right, and the crowd goes nuts. You get 20 feet of air on the last jump. You've lapped everybody, and you do a big pancake, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And they go nuts. Yeah, my nickname was Nap Time when I was on the circuit. Mike.
Yeah.
What's going on? We got Showtime here.
All right.
All right.
Hello, Dr. Drew. Hi, Adam.
Hi.
Hello, Jeremy.
How's it going?
Not too bad. I was just wanting to make a comment. I mean, I've been listening to you about a year now, and it kind of depresses me that some of these kids are going out there and finding these serious relationships, getting really deep in them, and then when something goes wrong, it just causes chaos, and it gets worse and worse and worse. And I'm just wondering, maybe you have some ideas, like the reasons why some of these young kids will get into these, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year relationships and then women get knocked up, and then the guys, I don't know what happens, but some of these relationships are just so sad.
So your question is, why do they get into these intense relationships?
Yeah.
They're horny.
Well, but I think that's basically what you're saying is true, is that the physical intimacy brings a kind of intensity in the emotional relationship that some young people are unprepared for.
Right.
And they stay in and develop relationships that are not healthy.
But
it's because they're having sex that they do that.
And I'll tell you, Drew and I were talking yesterday about this, and we were saying the only time, or I shouldn't say the only time, but when people are at their nuttiest is when they're in an intimate relationship. I mean, you can take a guy, he's fine, He's fine with his boss. He's fine with his mechanic. He's fine with his buddies. He's fine with his female buddies. But you introduce sex and intimacy into this relationship, and all of a sudden, the guy's getting loaded. He's going to the hospital room. He's punching out people. You know, he's stalking people. He's got, there's restraining orders. He's calling and hanging up. Now they got that new Star 69 stuff, and everyone's on to me. But the point is, I've been busted on that a few times. No, I didn't call. Yes, you did.
Yeah, you're lucky they don't have caller ID yet out here.
Yeah, they have that? Where do they have that?
Well, sometimes, like a couple of my friends in Texas, I go there and they have caller ID. You've heard of that?
You mean you call and it says the phone number?
Yeah, they call you, and like if there's a computer that says which number's calling, and if you don't want to answer it, you don't.
Oh, I tell you, the man. There's no more. There was a simpler time when you could stalk a woman and have a certain degree of anonymity. Now everyone's busted. Mike, these guys, they got testosterone pumping out of their pores.
And also, I think people are taking cover. I think there's a lot of hopelessness and anguish out there. And
Hear the women, though. Then hear the women. They call you up and they say, yeah, Dr. Drew, I have a problem. My boyfriend, he knocked me up. He's having affairs with other women, but I still love him, and I want to keep him.
Yeah, that's more down to why do people accept and seek out abusive relationships, and that's because of how they were treated as a kid. That's how they're treated bad by their parents. They seek out relationships that are bad.
You go for what you know.
Ultimately, yes. I mean, you seek out those things that were traumatizing as a child and attempt to master them in adulthood.
Right, but you never do. You just end up getting screwed.
Same thing.
Frank.
Hey.
You have a question for our friend Jeremy?
What's up, Jeremy?
Hey, how's it going?
All right. You just talked to my brother earlier. Danny, what a nut. Yeah, I think he takes a magazine with you and jacks off in the bathroom with your picture.
That's kind of a compliment in a bizarre kind of way.
Hey, I thought he was a nice guy.
No, you haven't met him yet. Hey, Jeremy, what about the donations this year? You going to race that?
Yeah, if I have another season like I had last year, I mean, we had a lot of races last year, and I think, a lot of people were putting pressure on me to race that race. And, this year, I'm planning on racing it, yeah.
What's Donations?
Motocross Donations is a once-a-year event where all the countries, they have 3 riders per country. And,
right.
And it's a big race. And actually, USA won it, I think, 14 times in a row. And then
you'll be representing France this year?
No, USA.
Oh, okay. So
if I get picked.
Well, of course you're going to get picked. You're winning all the races.
Well, last year I got picked, and I decided that I'd rather not go. I'd rather have the weekend off.
You thumbed your nose at the flag?
Hey, come on.
Nothing
personal.
For this
Nothing personal. Come on.
You think they got Supercross in Russia, my friend?
Hey, we had so many races in a row, 27 races or something, and it was.
You didn't want to risk injury for the country. I understand. A buck's a buck. Rebecca.
Yeah.
You're on Loveline.
Hello.
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 Come on.
All righty. You want me to start?
Please.
I'm going to hang up on you in 3 seconds.
All right. I had this boyfriend 4 years in March. Okay?
Yeah.
And I'm not being pressured, but kind of being pressured into a threesome. I don't know what to do.
You are, or you're not being pressured into threesome?
He wants it really bad, but I don't.
Your relationship will be doomed if you go ahead with it.
If I what?
If you go ahead with it.
You really think so?
Categorically.
You know what, Drew, I got to tell you, I ran into a couple of women in a restaurant about 2 weeks ago. Both of them had partaken constantly or frequently in threesomes and said we're both full of crap. Not together. One of them was married. One of them just had a long-term boyfriend. They said they did threesomes all the time, and things couldn't be better.
But that's all the time.
That is very rare. I'm not saying it does not exist, but that is very rare.
Right. So we're given the rule, not the exception here on Loveline.
And it's particularly when one of the members clearly doesn't want to do it.
Right.
And why would she want to go?
I would do it with 2 guys, but he doesn't want 2 guys.
Be that as it may, even
well, he sure wouldn't like that.
Right.
Well, obviously, but why would I want 2 girls?
Well, some people are into that.
But I don't want it.
You might not. I
Jeremy,
guess.
Your girlfriend listening?
I'm sorry?
I think maybe.
How's the whole threesome thing treating you? I mean,
that's not part of my deal.
Never been with a woman called like Rusty the mechanic to hop into while you were nothing?
No.
No?
No, I haven't.
Okay, I like to ask 6 or 7 times, hoping you're going to crack eventually. Rebecca, you can't do anything you don't want to do, because if you do it, he'll be happy for about the half hour that he's on top of both of you, but then you're going to end up resenting
He
him.
would actually be on top of her. I don't think he wants that either.
Oh, yes, he does.
Well, he might, but I don't know.
Believe me, he wants
does.
whatever he can get. You know what I mean? A man is like a dog, and you know, whatever falls off the counter, he's going to eat. And if he could get up on the counter, and if he could get up in the cupboard and he could work a can opener, he'd eat everything in the pantry. But for now, whatever scrap falls off the plate, he gets. I love when people do that, too, when their dog, they drop something off their plate, like their elbow hits something and knocks it down on the floor, and then they call their dog over, "Come here, Chippy, I got something for you. Look what I got for you." It's like the dog's not going to eat it if he thinks you knocked it off unintentionally, like he's got too much pride to eat something that just fell off the plate. That's how men are. They're dogs. If it falls off.
He was good about 2-3 years ago. He retired for a year, and now he's back.
Right, and this is kind of a young sport. I mean, the average age of the guys are probably like early 20s, right? 23, 24?
Yeah, the top guys are 23, 24.
There's not many guys out there in like their 70s?
No.
No?
The oldest guy is 30.
Oh, really?
The oldest factory rider is 30.
See, that's why I quit, man.
Too old?
Yeah, I guess that's what it is. Chris.
Yeah, how you doing, Adam?
You're on Loveline. Good.
Good. I just had a comment about what you said last night about vitamin E. It's not from cod liver oil. It's from hen's eggs, vegetable oils, and they find it abundant in wheat germ. Vitamin D is what cod liver oil is.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm looking at what does this say? Principles of Biochemistry.
Well, I wrote that.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, my God, it's right here. I'm sorry. I didn't see that. You're right at the top of the authors here.
Right. The foreword was by porn star Ron Jeremy. Yeah, you got. You got to go ahead and read that material a little more closely. I saw his awful letter. Big deal. He said D, I said E. It's really the same thing, isn't it, Drew?
No.
Come on, Drew.
No.
You didn't know the answer anyway. Jeremy, you don't get you got all kinds of special Supercross shakes being made for you all the time and stuff, right?
Yeah, we do some stuff like that.
Because you got to be into nutrition, you got to be into training.
Oh yeah, that's part of it. I mean, that's part of the job. I don't have a 9 to 5 every day of the week. My job is to go riding, go training, and drink that Cytomax.
That's why they call it the gut-busting sport of warriors. Sarah.
Hi, guys.
How you doing?
Good. I have to say, first of all, Jeremy, my 5-year-old son thinks you are great, and we live up here in Minneapolis, and I couldn't quite get him out to watch you last weekend. But
all right, you missed a good show. It was packed.
Oh, yeah, I heard the traffic was bad out there, so.
Yeah, it was icy, too.
Yeah, it's still a problem. I want to say about this threesome stuff, I agree, Dr. Drew. I don't know what these people and these kids nowadays think so great about it. My philosophy is if God wanted us to have more than one partner, he'd have given men 2 penises or women 2 vaginas. He gave us one of each, so I think you should probably keep it kind of intimate.
Yeah, but have you ever seen the Kinkorama series?
No.
It's these videos.
Just you watch that, Adam.
I can't be the only one who watches that stuff. Otherwise, they wouldn't be making enough. They'd be making pretty good money, but they wouldn't be making enough. But you'd be amazed what God wants people to do if you watch these series. You know what I'm talking about, don't you, Jeremy?
Nope.
Yeah, don't tell me you don't got a VCR on that Honda bus you're touring around in.
Not in the truck, but at home.
Oh, okay, very good. Jennifer.
Hello.
You're on with Jeremy McGrath.
Hello, Jeremy.
Hi.
You into Supercross?
Not really. Hello, Adam. My question is for Dr. Drew.
Yes, ma'am.
I've been on Paxil for about a month, and 2 days ago I went off of it. I asked my doctor, and he said that was fine. But
what's Paxil for, Drew?
Paxil's an antidepressant, but it's an ultra-short-acting antidepressant. So if you stop it suddenly, you'll actually get a withdrawal syndrome. And it's kind of a funny withdrawal syndrome. You feel sort of sweaty and agitated. And both from Paxil and Effexor, people typically will describe a dizziness, kind of a funny, they can't really put words to it typically, but the closest thing they can describe it is dizzy.
That's exactly what I've been experiencing.
Yeah.
Let me see here.
So you need to go call your doctor. If he or she is not a psychiatrist, you need to perhaps consult with a psychiatrist and discuss how you can taper off it, or whether or not you should be on that or something else.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank
All right.
you very much.
Good luck. Don't fall and hit your head on the coffee table. Brian.
Hey.
Hey.
Jeremy, this is Brian, Jeff's friend.
Hey, Brian, what's happening?
Nothing. Well, I'm going to be down there this weekend, so I'll see you there.
All right.
But I wanted to know, in the movie Crusty Demons of Dirt
Yeah.
that you did, have you ever ridden with that guy Seth?
Yeah, actually, I have ridden with him. I rode with him not too long ago, and guy's a nut. I mean, we're jumping these...
Now, wait a minute. Was Sir Laurence Olivier in that?
No.
Anne Bancroft? No, is it another movie?
Peter O'Toole.
Peter O'Toole, I think, was in that. He had a whole song number? No?
No.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
It was just a new motocross video that came out. A bunch of
Crusty
wild stuff.
Demons of Dirt.
Yeah.
Now, did you see on any Sunday?
Yeah.
Did you see on any?
It wasn't like that.
It wasn't?
No.
Why?
That's old stuff.
Yeah, that's back in my day.
Well, you're old.
Thank you. So what is this? All right, talk about it.
Well, this Seth guy, he's a rider, and he's a pretty crazy guy. And actually, Brian, we just went out. We were jumping big dunes in Glamis, and Seth kind of got out of control and landed a bunch of bikes.
Landed in landed on in a dealership or something?
No, there was a bunch of guys lined up, and we were doing about a 150-foot jump, and this guy, he just kind of hit the line a little bit sideways, and like where everyone was watching is where he landed. Everyone was scattered, and he landed right in the bike.
So it's kind of like a bad golf shot.
Worse.
Is he okay?
Yeah, he was all right.
He's okay? He can have
there was some bikes ruined and that, but he was all right.
He can have kids and stuff?
I assume so.
I swear you better start wearing a cup. Just put the cup on. They make you wear a cup when you play Little League Baseball. You're jumping 150 feet on a motorcycle, you could wear a cup.
I don't know. I just never have. No one ever does.
But it's the gut-busting sport of warriors. You should wear a cup.
I've never tried it.
All right, wear a cup for me. Oh, we still haven't named my acrobatic maneuver either that I want you to pull off when you kick ass on everybody Saturday night. Be there, Troy.
Hi, Adam, Dr. Drew, and Jeremy.
Hi.
My question is, I spent some time over in Africa working in a hospital and was around a lot of people who didn't bathe. And so when I got back to the States, I stopped bathing, and I don't really develop body odor. I don't use deodorant. And right now I'm on my 39th day, and it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother any of my friends. I was wondering if it doesn't bother anybody, if that's, if there's any reason I should. And then my second question was, a friend of mine in my chemistry class said that the body starts to clean itself or something like that after a certain amount of time, and I was wondering if there's any validity to that statement.
There are certain sorts of hair, for instance.
It doesn't bother his friends because his friends have left the country, first off. Troy, let me give you my take on stink.
Okay.
And you guys jump in any time here. Ann has such a puss on in the next room. Ann just gave me this. He's giving his take on stink. Oh, my God. Get ready with the dump button, Mike.
Go ahead.
All right, here's the deal with stink. Everyone has their own funk.
Okay.
And they got their fart funk. They got their BO funk. They got their semen funk. They got their urine funk. Everyone just has their own funk. They got their own signature stink. Well, we all know people that smell. And it's not because they don't take a shower. It's because they're people who smell. I mean, I know guys who shower. I know guys who are, attorneys and stuff. And whenever I come around, you go in their car, you can smell the funk. You go into the house, you can smell the funk. Now, the beauty of God and nature and the nasal cavities is, for some reason, you get used to the funk in like 10 seconds. You walk into someone's house, and you go, oh, Christ, who died in here? And then 10 seconds into it, you're going, hey, what's for dinner? It's really the beauty of it.
Yeah.
So you get used to your own funk, you get used to everyone else's funk. Now, everyone likes to say, oh, this guy's got a funk because he doesn't shower, he needs some deodorant, he needs this. You can cover up your funk, but then you just smell like Irish Spring and funk.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You must experience this, Jeremy. You go in the locker room, the guy drops his leathers, he takes his shoulder pads off, he's just been 20 laps on the Supercross. There got to be some stink coming out, right?
Oh, yeah, we got plenty of funk after the races.
But it's your own personal funk.
It's my own.
Now, do you ever get grossed out? You ever do this? Because when I used to play football, I'd go in the locker room, and I'd be standing there, and I'd go, hey, who's got pizza? Someone's got pizza in here. I'd turn around and look. Some 300-pound guy would be standing there with his shorts down 2 feet away from me, and I'd be going, oh, my God. Because funk can smell like other things sometimes. You know what I mean?
Troy wants some help here.
What do you want, Troy? Troy, what do you... Yes?
Yeah, well, but no, everybody's a lot of times people won't believe me because I apparently don't have funk.
Okay, God bless you. But Troy, do you got a girlfriend?
Not right now.
No, not for the last 39 days. I'm guessing. I'll say 38 because she probably didn't leave you till the second day.
Right.
So what are you doing? What kind of mission are you on?
Well, it's kind of turned into a fun thing. This most recent one's going to be my 40 Days and 40 Nights Noah's Ark record, and I'm not sure how long I'll go after that, but yeah, I don't know. It's just
I think everyone around you is probably used to it, so that's why they're not.
Can I say something?
They're getting used to it. Ann, we got producer Ann wants to chime in.
Please.
Shower. Am I right?
What's the point? Shower.
Yeah. That's like, This guy has great competitions with himself.
Yeah, exactly. What's the record? I mean, what's the point of setting this record?
How far can I put my own arm up my own ass? That should be his next competition with himself. How long can I hold my breath? How deep can I put this number 2 pencil up my urethra? How far can I put this spatula handle into my ear? You know, what kind of stupid... Don't have these kind of competitions.
Especially with yourself.
Am I right? This is not a gut-busting sport of warriors, is it?
No.
This is a stinky sport of funky people.
Yeah, water, shower.
Yeah, all right. See, look, I mean, you don't have to be a genius to figure out to take a shower after a week. After 8 weeks, I should say. And we're going to be back after this. Loveline. Be there. We don't have a whole lot of time left. So I'm going to give out some addresses real quick. I'm going to see if I can't screw this up. Or I'm not going to screw this up. On the AOL, on the computer thing, it is LUV191 at AOL.com. Our address, you can write Loveline at P.O. Box 4345, Hollywood, California, 90078. We're almost out of time, but we're not too far out of time. We can take a couple of more calls. We're here with Jeremy McGrath, superstar of Supercross. Eric, you're on Loveline.
Hey, I was wondering, nitrous oxide, it's in whipped cream cans, and I've seen kids suck it out. Is that bad for you? Or
Whippets. Yeah, it's bad for you, Eric. You got to remember, it's really basically a general anesthetic, and it's meant to be delivered with people on monitors, monitored by people who know what the heck they're doing, not by your friends in their living room. You can fall over and pass out and break your head up that way. There also are reported cases of people developing sort of altered sensoriums, psychoses, if they use a lot of this. And I've seen people develop a neuropathy where they lose their motor function, they lose their ability to breathe, end up in wheelchairs.
Yeah, but they got buzzed for 10 seconds. Isn't it worth it?
Isn't that nice?
Anything that comes out of a whipped cream can is bad for you. That's my answer to that. Even the non-dairy whipped cream, anything in the deli section is going to be bad. Karen.
Hi.
Hey.
I just had a question or a comment, actually. I've heard Dr. Drew talk about birth control and antibiotics in several conversations, and he's never said that antibiotics can cancel out birth controls, and that's how a lot of people get pregnant.
No, I have said that, and they can decrease any medication can decrease the efficacy of the oral contraceptive pills, but antibiotics are probably the most frequently implicated.
Oh,
and so
yeah.
if somebody's on antibiotic and they're on the oral contraceptive pill, they should use a second means of contraception like a condom.
Oh, really? Because it'll cancel it out.
Not necessarily cancel it out, but it makes it less effective.
Less effective. All right, we got Jeremy McGrath here. He's about to leave. We're about to leave. He's going to Anaheim on Saturday. He's going to kick some ass. I want you to do a thing where you take both hands off the handlebars when you're in the air, when you're 20 feet in the air on the last jump, on the last lap, and I want you just to fly the bird to both sides of the stadium, and that's going to be the Adam maneuver.
Oh, man.
Can you do it?
I don't know if I can do that one.
How about just fly the bird with one hand and put your other hand in your pocket and scratch yourself?
I'll tell you what, I'll do the no-hander.
Right.
But I'll just think that that's what I'm doing, but I won't.
All right, so it'll be like an emotional victory that no one cares about.
And only you and I will know about that one.
Great. We're having a love affair here on Loveline. All right, I want to thank Pharcyde. I want to thank Trey and, what's his last? Oh, I screwed up the guy's name.
Imani.
I
got you.
Thank you very much. I want to thank Lori on the phones. I want to thank Lisa on the phones. I want to thank Sherry on the phones. Scott back at K-Rock. Of course, the sackless wonder Mike and the lovely, sexy, slender producer Ann. I'm Adam Carolla.
I'm Dr. Drew.
And we'll talk to you soon.
So that's it then.
You have been listening
opinions expressed on Loveline by Adam Carolla, Dr. Drew, or anyone are not necessarily ours. Be happy. Be happy. Happy, happy, happy. Loveline's producer is Ann Wilkins. Thank you.